Hey guys, Comics G-Man here. We're going to just do a bit of a reaction video. We're going to check out Nerdrotic's most recent upload on his Nerdrotic Daily channel. Super Cope, Earn Your Tomorrow. Chris Gore shuts down nut job academic. Mocking. What is she mocking? Mocking the non-college educated. Alright, so let's see what the hell is going on here. I'm curious.
Nerdrotic.com.
You have to get one of these.
I do.
This is the
Flesh cup.
right. And I gotta share screen. They said this is funny. People are, you have to see this to believe it. It says Supergirl fans can't get enough of AMC's exclusive collectible cup. Look at
A one-hander. Okay.
Look at the smile of joy it brought on that young man's face as he's holding his cup. Gary, I was at the movie.
I bought one. My mom got it for me since I bought the tickets for $50 at the fan screening, and we just thought it would be funny just to have it as a memory. I mean, like, it's a weird looking cup. It does look like a flesh toy. It's very weird, but it's so weird it's like funny. So like, you won't forget it because of how strange it is. I mean, I even saw David Cornsweet and Lex Luthor, the guy who played him, Nicholas Holt, kind of like act like, dude, what? Like if I type that in, David Cornsweet. Sorry for the slow typing. I have my mic like right in front of it on Supergirl cup. All right, I bet I could find that reaction. Yeah, like look at this. Look at this. Is this a better one? Yeah, look at this. Come on. Load up.
When you get official AMC merch. Have you seen this? What was your reaction to this?
I don't like that one bit. I need a lot of those. I don't understand, and
I don't like that one bit, David says.
think I want it explained.
I don't think I want it explained.
As well. I don't know, not good at all.
Yeah, okay. We had either reaction. Our thoughts too. Thank you both so much.
He's so fucking funny. I love David. Dude, he's so funny. I think he's a cool dude. I think people give him too much shit. I mean, I know people gave Henry Cavill a lot of shit for being serious. Now that he got shit on a little bit, and although thankfully he left Superman to do his own thing, although I'm not doing anything I'm interested in. But yeah, people gave Henry Cavill a lot of shit. He didn't deserve it because he's a good guy too, I think. I think David Cornsweet is a good guy. He seems fun. So, you know, he seems like a funny guy. But yeah, dude, like these cups, like what were they thinking with the trench coat, dude? That's, you know, like if you got rid of the trench coat and just kept it with the Supergirl color and the symbol, it would have been just fine. You know what I mean? But like, what were they thinking with the trench coat? It looks like a sex toy.
Theater on Monday, and they had plenty of those. Plenty. I'm waiting for them to drop the price.
Did they have plenty of seats too?
Yeah, they did. Well, you saw that
Yes.
I posted that. I mean, I randomly, it's a Monday. We went and saw the mystery movie at AMC, rocking, and here they're just, I mean, they're destroying it. Not like, hey, would anyone want this or for auction? No, they disassembled it, took the S away, and ripped apart everything else, including Supergirl, and we're placing it unceremoniously in the trash. I tried to, like, it's a bad shot, but I was trying to not put a face, trying to be, and then it looks like Backrooms when it's done.
Yeah.
Look at, like when the liminal space looked like a promo for Backrooms, which I guess they're doing some new extended edition.
They are.
Theaters.
They are not a bad move, really.
Yeah, I'll go see it for sure. But the collab.
I should have checked out Backrooms, but I'm just so tired of going to the movies now. I'm sure it's good. I'll just wait for it to come on TV.
Of Supergirl is amazing. The cope is like
All right, this is what we want to listen to. The cope. What's going on here?
I haven't seen before, and I don't think you can say like, look, Millie Alcock may have been naive, said dumb things, but she hasn't gotten political. That's like on her end, she hasn't. There's no free Palestines coming out of her mouth.
Yeah, it's not secular.
that type of political.
She hasn't gone.
My only question though about that, I noticed they keep bringing up Palestine and Israel though. Well, why does it bother people on the right about Palestine, like saying that about Palestine? And I'm not a leftist, but I'm not one of these people who are ignoring what Israel does to Palestine. So why does it bother the people on the right, like, about Palestine? Not that it matters really right now, like just talking about a movie. But if, like, say Millie Alcock did say something about Palestine, do you not like it because it's, like, fake coming from a celebrity's mouth, you know, because it's, like, for marketing purposes? Or do they not, like, do they not want to hear people speaking up for Palestine? I don't understand what the problem with that line is. Can anybody kind of fill me in on that?
On full Zegler, but I feel like she may have been, you know, out of her depth for this kind of a big movie.
We say she went full Rachel Zegler as a joke.
Right.
She didn't have to have a producer fly out to her apartment in New York and tell her to shut up. But she didn't help things. And we were trying to, I guess, quantify it on Real BBC and even FNT. Like, did it really harm the film? Because I think the film was cooked anyway before she said a word. But I think it did a little bit. Mm-hmm. I think an argument can be made. How much? Don't know. Doesn't matter at this point. It's going to perform less than the Marvels. It's getting beaten by Morbius.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And it's people are still trying to, like, what's funny is there's still a bunch of gaslighting going on X, like, oh, you guys just hate it. It was because of women, blah, 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 blah. And then in a couple of days, that will be silent. Pattern recognition again.
It already is silent, man. Like I said in my previous videos, the news feed on Supergirl is like a cemetery.
So I'll ask you this. They always accuse, they being the Access Media and corporations, accuse us of review bombing. And bot farming. It's like, well, who has the financial incentive to actually use bots to gas up a movie and make it look like it's more popular than it is? Well, that would be the studio. And how could they do that? Well, they use
Yeah, and honestly, I sometimes wonder if the audience scores have a lot of like that going on. But there are genuine, like, there's genuine positive reviews and genuine negative reviews. And I'm tired of people being like, well, it's all bots. Like, no, dude. Like, if you look through reviews on any movie, yes, there'll be all the same things that look like bots or just people putting in a couple of words. But you look through the reviews, you'll always find a detailed write-up somebody puts up. And you could tell if it's not real or not. Or if it's just like a, you know... But there are some genuine things on there. I don't like how people say just ignore the critics, just ignore the negative reviews completely. Well, you don't have to believe every negative review, but I think you should still look at some of the ones that look at least legitimate, like ones that put in a couple of paragraphs or show some validity to it. And then the same thing with the positive reviews, you know? Like, I'm just so tired of people just shutting their brain off and saying, well, all the negative reviews are bots. It's like, no, there are people like me that are putting in genuine negative reviews, and I give my reasons why.
A third-party marketing company, and don't ask any questions and let that third-party marketing company do what the hell they want. And that's exactly what happens.
Yes. Did you get my DM about the company?
Yes, I did.
Okay, you have to go through that. You can use that something in there for a future video. They just talk about it openly, like, yeah, we use it's an arm of the marketing. It's an arm of the marketing.
Yeah. Now, so the studio has plausible deniability. I mean, they know they're doing it, but you can't really pin it on the studio. It's just them. It's like rendition, except you're only torturing.
Right, like Joe Biden, right? Plausible deniability. They all do the same thing. All these people, these elites, they got the same game.
In the audience.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, chat. I'm Papa Incel now. I put it in my Twitter bio. I'm very proud of that. Yeah.
Oh my God. I had people come after me for that Supergirl post, and I didn't make a judgment. I just said this happened.
Yeah.
And this is, so I was stating facts, and I had some jackass.
Let's see what he says. Oh, this guy, Mike, responds to Chris Gore. And did you do research and ask if it was typical, or are you just a typical incel? Chris Gore, I'm not sure what reporting this fact has to do with your conclusion. I wonder what it is. What it
Academia cunt say, so you didn't fact check. And like, it's like, the arrogance of these motherfuckers with degrees that want to throw that in your face like you're not a degree. If someone's going around saying I'm a...
Yeah, and let's be frank, though. Like, the majority of the colleges in this fucking country are just glorified daycare centers, just shooting out degrees just so people feel satisfied that they put themselves in hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt. The piece of paper doesn't mean shit. You know? It's just so dumb. It's just another form of elitism. It's just another form of just separating each other through class warfare. It's just more dumb bullshit. Now, I'm not saying that everybody with a degree is just a moron with a piece of paper, but I'm saying the majority now, the value is just less because it's just too much. It's just watered down. It's just not the same as like what it would have meant during Teddy Roosevelt's time, or hell, even during John Adams' time, during the Founding Fathers' time, where being educated meant that they had to know multiple languages. They could read all of the old classics in different languages. You know what I mean? Like, that's not... We have a totally different form of education now, which is just, at this point, just a mill. Just pushing you through, and hopefully you're lucky enough to have the right connections. But if you don't have the right connections, and you're not in the top 5% of ass kissers, well, good luck.
Doctor, I have a degree. Your degree is fucking worthless. Give me my coffee or my McDonald's, you fucking unemployable idiot. Those
facts-based Chris Gore.
I'm done with those people. I dealt with them when I was in college. I am a college dropout. I got 2.5 years in and said, why am I working 3 jobs, have no life, and paying for school to read books, to prove to the professor I read a book by taking a test? I can buy books and read books on my own.
On my own, exactly. Now, I did graduate college. I do have a degree, but I don't want to go into the details of it. But yes, Chris is absolutely right. I educated myself while I was at school. The professors didn't really... There was only... In school, you might be lucky enough to have one inspiring professor, maybe at best. Right? And I was lucky enough to have a professor like that who actually pushed me more towards reading. My English professor in my first year at college. Throughout all that time, that was the only good professor I had, and he inspired me enough to just start doing my own reading for myself, and that's where I really got into reading books, comics more and more, everything all together for myself. That's what that English professor taught me. So, and then I learned a lot of things on my own through reading. But it's so true. You have to be a little more self-reliant because, and I'm sure the educational system is even worse than it was 6 years ago before COVID. So, yeah, man, once they went remote, it got so bad, so bad.
I dropped out of college. Years later, I wrote a book about how to get your film into film festivals, how to get distribution, which is required reading at film school if you're going for an indie film studies degree. So F college, F these arrogant motherfuckers. They're just so annoying. Some people go scorched earth when they reply on, well, it depends. If it's a politician, I go scorched earth.
Yeah.
But a jackass like that, I'm very calm, which makes them look like a fucking idiot. Well, anyways, yeah.
I agree. Academics are a glorified piece of paper. That's really it. You can study.
Yeah.
Okay, especially when it gets to the arts. Like, you need to go to, it's good to train to fix a car. It's good to train to fix a human, be a doctor. But we're
right, exactly. That's really the most meaningful. Yep.
Talking about arts degrees. They're fucking you.
It's fucking instinctual. You either have it or you don't. You have the creative bent or you don't. You don't need a piece of paper to tell you that. You don't need connections to tell you that. You know what I mean? But the art world has mostly turned into Do you have the right connections, nepotism? It has nothing to do with talent or imagination. It all has to do with money completely. It's been completely hijacked by corporations, by soulless suits. So, and these same suits who try to market you about kindness. Punk rock is the new kindness, as soulless as that sounds, right? So
useless. They're absolutely useless. The most useless thing in the world. You're just regurgitating information from a guy who or girl who thinks exactly like you. So you're not fact checking anything. You're just agree checking. You're just regurgitating the same shit you would have regurgitated anyway. You just regurgitated like the person before. That's it. And
exactly.
And there's no practical learning in it.
Yeah, there's no instincts involved in that. It's just obedience, obeisance. It's like Pavlov's dog. You know what I mean? It's not the same as like instinctually learning something and adapting to situations and figuring things out yourself. That's not what they teach you
whatsoever. And film degrees and shit. Come on.
I hated these people when I was in college. I despise them even more now. And when I was a kid, I started Film Threat when I was like 18.
Well, you despise them because not only do they walk around with their arrogant nonsense about having a degree as if that makes their opinion more valid than yours, but they're extremely mean about it. And they're unable to actually have any intellectual debate. Now, of course, on my own videos, I say outrageous stuff. I say outrageous opinions. But when it comes to debating people, it's a different story. Like, that's what I just do for my videos because I feel like expressing myself freely. But if you try to have a conversation with people like these academic types, they have actually no substance or depth to what they're saying. And they just keep throwing at you about their degrees or academics or their politics. And they always go back to their politics or their ideology because they don't have anything else.
18 years old. Okay. I don't know. I'm still doing it. It succeeded and failed several times and went through many incarnations. A zine, a magazine, an email newsletter to a website. Stuck with it. I never gave up, but it was always there. But I've built businesses. And you know what it's like when you're a small business owner and we have too many people now that are takers or grifters in government where like they don't produce anything. They don't make anything. I mean, you, Gary, you're a small business person. People work for you. You create value. And I like to think, obviously I pay Alan, pay our producer, Lori, who works for like all the people around me, they get benefit, right? You build something and make something. These people in college now are being taught that they're owed something. Fuck you. You're not owed anything. We've lost the whole common thing, the value of work and hard work. And it isn't easy. It takes years.
And most of it is unpaid.
Yeah.
So much of it is unpaid.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's as Tupac always says, when you're fed up, just keep your head up. That's it. I had a lot of years in my life where most of my youth, when I was with the other kids, they just talk shit, make fun of me all the time. I used that to get stronger. I used to draw on my own. I used to create my own hobbies, try to have my own interests, do more things on my own because I couldn't get along with people my age. And it's the same thing with this kind of stuff, too. Like, you got to just keep going. I mean, it's a bitch. Like, sometimes it feels like, what the hell am I doing? But it's like, otherwise, what else are you going to be doing? You're just going to be wallowing in your misery? Fuck that, dude. I'm trying to do something myself here. And I think Chris and Nerdrotic and all these people who do this, I think they're pretty inspiring. And I'm not saying they're perfect, because I don't agree with, like, everything they say. But I'd say about, like, 90%, 85% of the time, like, I'm always agreeing with them. And I have a lot of respect for these guys. They make something out of nothing. And they're just doing what they're doing. Like, they do what they do, and they're living how they want to live. They're saying what they want to say, for the most part. And that's kind of like what I want to do. I want to express myself. I want to be able to say my opinions. Because, frankly, I don't care what people like it or not. I really don't. I'm not the type of person that's just going along with the crowd. I never have been. and I want to that's something I feel like I just want to keep going with.
You have to pay your dues. That's pretty much it. That's it. It might feel tired, but it still checks out. You have to pay your dues. Your value is based on what you're willing, the amount you produce, your work ethic, and are you good to work with? That's pretty fucking important too.
Yeah.
And a lot of people in Hollywood, based on the fact that they're uber.
Exactly. Like, just on my regular jobs, I always make sure to be as helpful as I can with my coworkers. But a lot of the younger kids and stuff, and even some of the older generations, not too old, like maybe in their late 30s or 40s, they think they're too good for any work, and they're arrogant, and once they get like any position of power, they think it means that they have a right to just have everybody else do the work for them, and all they have to do is just show up and just that's it. They don't have to put any effort into anything once they have that position of power. A lot of people are like that today. Probably was always like that, but it definitely seems to be magnified.
We're talented. You work with them because they're a pain in the ass, and like that's the nature of the industry. It's like they're a pain in the ass, but goddamn, this guy makes us money. So we're
a great example of that. Just referring back to my other video, Werner Herzog and Klaus Kinski. They absolutely hated each other's guts, almost killed one another multiple times while making the movies. Fitzcarraldo, Aguirre. Probably something happened on Cobra Verde also. But they somehow managed to finish those movies, and they're some of the greatest movies ever made, in my opinion.
Just going to deal with it to the point where a guy will be a pain in the ass and do a hundredth as much. And it's like, oh, fuck this guy. You know, like you have to balance it on your value, your work ethic, and work ethic is just as important as talent. You could be the talent. There's a lot of talented people who have shit work ethics and don't get jobs anymore.
Let me tell you the secret to work ethic. All it is be consistent. Yeah. You don't write a book. You write a sentence. You write a page. You write 1,000 words a day for 3 months every day, and then you have a book. You don't get fit in a day. You don't lose 50 pounds to get in shape in a day. You walk 10,000 steps, you lift weights, and you do it 3 times a week, or walk every day. You can do that every day.
Start seeing something in 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Exactly.
You know, a little bit of a change. And then that little change, like
that's exactly right.
You're supposed to get inspired by that change. But the thing is, we like accomplishing things, but yeah, when it comes to, and listen, there's a bunch of people in Hall, and I'm sure it's frustrating to a lot of people. James Gunn, heading a studio, he is not the right guy for the job.
It's clear.
It is really clear. How many good movies has he made?
Well, I think Guardians is his best, and then
so that's a great movie, and that's his only great movie. I think Guardians Volume 1 is great. That's a great movie.
It is,
but I don't think he doesn't have another great movie, and I think it's arguable. Like the outside of Guardians, what Super?
Well, you guys know me. Obviously, I would say Suicide Squad, but definitely Superman 2025.
I think is very good as an indie movie.
Yeah.
It's not a mainstream movie. I wouldn't recommend that to everyone.
Was it Slither?
It's okay. It's a good horror film.
It's a fun schlocky horror movie.
These are
I would call it great.
Yeah, these are good little indie movies, like Cutting His Teeth. And that's what Marvel was looking for at the time. And Super is the movie that got him his job. Super, I think, is really great for the level it's at. It's an elevated trauma movie. That's what it really is.
So that's what he is. He's probably the best trauma director ever.
Yes, true.
And pretty much that's it. Shouldn't be heading DC Studios. Shouldn't be directing. I don't know if he could direct anything anymore. I mean, going back to The Suicide Squad, which I liked.
It was good.
His work hasn't gotten any better. It's really repetitive.
I'm glad they like that. That's good to hear. I like Suicide Squad a lot. Not the best movie ever, but I mean, it's not a bad movie at all. I think it's great. I mean, it's good.
And it's and now that Gillespie has done a bad version of his movie, you're seeing that there will be no real distinction from his DCU at all.
Well,
And all these movies were supposed to feel different. Well, Clayface will feel different, probably.
Because it's
Hopefully.
far removed from him. It was not developed under him. By the way, he has put Lloyd Kaufman, the head of Troma Studios, in all of his mainstream movies. He gives him a bit part. And I don't know if you notice Seth Rogen's little alien character in Supergirl. The character's name is Lloyd.
Oh. Well, as soon as I heard
So fucking stupid.
Seth's voice, that was the first instance I wanted to walk out of the theater.
Yes, me too. I'm like, oh my god, you kidding me? Did they really do that? Like, it's not fucking dumb enough that they had Seth Rogen voice Timon and Pumbaa and Lion King, which is horrible. And him in the little fucking meerkat that sounds like a fucking gay Indian in the Lion King movie. Awful. Sounds nothing like the cartoon Timon and Pumbaa that I saw as a child, which literally, like, Timon sounded like fucking Paul Giamatti on cocaine, and Pumbaa sounded way better than Seth Rogen in the cartoon. So, like, dude, they put Seth Rogen as every dumb character now. It's really annoying.
Yeah, the first...
you know what? All we need is Patton Oswalt to voice a character in this, just to make it the ninth circle of hell.
How much you want to bet that Seth Rogen ends up voicing Gorilla Grodd? He's already...
Dude, I literally said the same thing in my last video. Holy shit. I literally just said that in the last video.
You're manifesting it, dude.
he already played a monkey in the Super Mario. He played Donkey Kong, right?
Seth Rogen looks like a...
I didn't watch the Mario movie, so I'm just finding that out now that they made Seth Rogen Donkey Kong. Are you fucking seriously? Like, Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong? Are you fucking retarded?
Monkey. Yeah, Seth Rogen recently said, if critics worked with actors, they would think twice about how it makes them, it makes actors feel bad. Like a week after shitting on Sylvester Stallone, a guy who's done more in the last year than Seth Rogen has done in his career. Seth Rogen has produced.
I'm sorry, I think Stallone is overrated. I'm not agreeing with Seth Rogen. Not shitting on Stallone, but I tried to watch The Tulsa King last year. It's trash.
The Boys. Been in a couple movies. I don't know. Sylvester Stallone, Academy Awards, one of the greatest actors of the 80s. He's in a fucking hit TV show now, which is pretty damn good. Tulsa King.
Okay, that's fucking debatable. One of the greatest actors of the 80s? Dude, that's debatable. I've seen better acting in soap operas, like Dynasty, okay? I would say some of the male actors in that are probably the best actors of the 80s. I mean, jokes aside, Stallone as the best actor, why? Just because of Rocky? I mean, come on. Come on. Tom Cruise was in the 80s, wasn't he? Right? I mean, that's ridiculous. I have to disagree with you, Nerdrotic. Love you, man, but I disagree with that one.
And we get season, what? Is it 4 finally this year?
Well, Stallone is just, I cannot wait for you to see this movie that's about the making of Rocky. How Stallone was a kind of a flailing actor with little success and just wrote the Rocky script.
Wait, they're making a movie about that again? Didn't they already do that? I already know about all that. And, like, they didn't even want Sylvester Stallone to be Rocky. Like, they kept saying that they would have given him $100,000 for the script, and they wanted somebody else to play him, and he kept, like, sticking with it, like, no, I have to be Rocky, and eventually they, like, gave in. And if Stallone didn't give in like that, like, dude, he would never have existed. So yeah, I already know about that story. I mean, didn't they already make a movie about that? I don't even remember how I know about that fact, actually. I don't know if I remember because maybe my grandpa told me about it, or I watched some kind of documentary a long time ago, but I already know about that.
And they offered him millions for the script. He said...
No, I remember it was a low number. I remember it was a lower number than that. I remember they were offering only like $100,000. I might be mixing up the facts, though.
No. I want to play the character.
Yeah, because they wouldn't let him play the character.
The actor that's playing Stallone in the movie is the actor who played Al Pacino in the TV series about The Godfather on Paramount Plus. I don't know if you saw that.
Offer? Yeah, I saw that.
Offer. So that's the actor who's playing Stallone. And we saw an extended trailer at CinemaCon. Dude, that movie looks so good. It's just it's a simple go for your dream, stick to your ideal.
Sounds great. Sounds like a lot of people like it, just not my thing. Alright guys, that's the end of that video. I hope you enjoyed this little reaction video. Have a good rest of your night. Like and subscribe.